And I'm Daftjack.
And I'm Ragingdevils.
And let's look at this Shaman tree. So we're gonna start over here with the chain heal. And I'm looking at the elemental of the three trees.
Oh, it looks like the resto side of the three trees.
No, the one I got up here is the elemental one. But anyway, we're looking at the base tree. We got chain heal. Wow, that's cool. You're gonna get chain heal super early. Oh look,
Yeah.
there's chain lightning, lava burst, and astral swiftness.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Okay.
A
Oh, you're
defensive
looking at it.
cooldown.
Huh?
I was just looking at the top three or top four
Yeah, yeah.
base
The
abilities.
first ability. Yeah, the first abilities we get.
Yeah, but like it's
Okay.
it's it's like you get lightning, fire, and water, and then astral swift or shift,
Which,
which is a defensive,
which technically would be physical, but yeah.
but it's a defensive.
Yeah. That's enhancement. Huh.
Anyway, let's go over here to chain heal. All right, and then you got earth elemental. Okay, between chain heal and lava burst. We got earth shield. Spirit Walker's Grace, Elemental Orbit. Increase the number of elemental shields you can have active on yourself by 1.
Mm-hmm.
You can have Earth Shield on and 1 on yourself and 1 ally at the same time.
So active on yourself by one.
So does this mean you can have like Lightning Shield and Earth Shield on? Because it says increases the number of shields you can have by 1.
Yeah, so I think you can have Earth Shield on your ally and you at the same time, but you can also, I think you can also that would also mean you can put an Earth Shield and a Lightning Shield on yourself at the same time
Yeah.
too. That's what I assume.
Yeah, I think it's letting you do
Increase
both things.
your number of shields
And
by
then
one.
the
So yeah.
Spirit Walker's Grace. Spirit Walker's Aegis.
Mm-hmm.
When you cast Spirit Walker's Grace, you become immune to silence and interrupt effects for 5 seconds. Reduces the cooldown. Oh, or Spirit Walker's Grace. Reduce the cooldown of Spirit Walker's Grace by 60 seconds and increase your movement speed by 20% while active. So that reduces the cooldown of Spirit Walker's Grace, the talent above it, by half.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So both those talents are back.
Totematic Surge. Reduces the cooldown of all of your totems by 2 seconds.
Yeah. So all your basic
Okay.
totems that are like 10 or 8 seconds, but now 6 and 8.
Healing Stream.
Ooh.
Summon a totem at your feet for 15 seconds that heals. Oh, it doesn't give an amount.
Hmm? Yeah, not yet. It says 47%
Rushing
of spell power.
Stream. 2 injured ally party members. Okay, Rushing Stream must modify it. An injured party or raid member within 40 yards for 47% of spell power every 2 seconds. Oh, there we go. It's 47% of spell power. Ooh, it has charges. I wonder if it's going to get more than one. Swirling Current. Using Healing Stream Totem increases the healing of your next 3 Healing Surge, Healing Wave, or Riptide spells by 12%. Elemental Enhancement, or Elemental and Enhancement. While using Healing Stream Totem increases the healing of your next 3 Healing Surges by 25. Mm-hmm. Mana Spring
Yeah.
Totem.
Yeah, we got to go down the talents for this one.
Yeah.
Couldn't
That's
get
kind
it.
of lame. That means that you're really, like, it's gonna be hard to get this if you're elemental and getting this guy over here. Like you gotta like. Man. Oh, you have to like. You'd have to do that. I don't know. I'll have to play with it to see if I can get over here without taking too much non-DPS stuff.
Let's see.
Yeah.
That should be 50, but of course they're not updated.
It all says 0 mana. That's cool. But yeah, getting Mana Spring Totem as another spec would be dope. Ancestral Guidance. For the next 10 seconds, your 25% of your damage and healing is converted to healing on the next 3 nearby targets. Ah. You can do that like hybrid healing.
Yeah,
DPS pretty easy now. I really liked doing that, where I could pump out all those chain lightnings and heal up the party real quick.
Yeah, as long as it stay down this tree, we'll see how that goes with the other ones.
Yeah.
All right.
Hurls molten lava at the target, dealing lava burst. We already know what lava burst does. Looks like it does the same shit.
Will always critical strike. It before it just did 50% increased damage. Now it actually critical strikes again.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah.
Wind Shear. There interrupts a talent. It's on a 12-second cooldown.
Easy to get to talent too.
Yeah, like, see, look at this. That is garbage, or that is amazing compared to the fucking one the hunter gets. Like, this doesn't even require Maelstrom or mana. It's just instant 12 seconds. And the hunter is required focus and was 24 seconds? Why what do they got against hunters and their silence? I mean, I know they get a second one if you go the one spec, but like, still, Wind Shear's way better than Silencing Shot. Why? Am I missing something?
I don't know.
Can you block Wind Shear with a silence maybe? I don't know. Ice and fire. All your fire and frost damage you deal is increase all fire and frost damage you deal by 3%.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Ancestral Defense, increase leech and avoidance by 3%. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So we got some leech.
Tremor Totem. Pretty good in case you some utility there with the fear, charm, sleep.
Fear preventer.
Yeah.
But
Choose
let me
one.
see.
Earth Grab or Wind Rush. Ooh, that's cool.
Oh yeah, these two. Yep.
Yeah, so you either get the grabby totem or the fast totem. That's a nice choice. I feel good about that. That feels balanced.
For sure.
And Earth Grab's range is stupid big. Reduce all damage taken by 3%.
Should go up to 6, but yeah.
So, like, I get these two, but I feel like they should be under this guy since it's a defensive.
Which one?
Ancestral Swift. Or Shift.
Oh, yeah, no, it's
But they're over here underneath directly underneath Lava Burst, which I feel like should be more like.
Well, I mean, it's between these two because it's a healing and enhancement, which is pretty much defensive in general because both specs are more of a defensive type of spec.
Yeah, maybe they should move Ancestral Swiftness and Lava Burst, like their positions.
And when you go more on the right side of enhancement and elemental, that's when you get more
Yeah.
offensive, I guess. So
Alrighty.
you
Yeah, we'll see. Improved lightning bolt. Okay. Why is this over here between the fire one and the earth one, and not under the lightning one?
you can. That's all. You can slide down the elemental
Yeah,
stuff.
I get you can slide down for it, but like,
Look how far it slides down though.
I know, look how far away that is. This should be like directly underneath the chain
I
lightning.
know, but look at all the.
This
I'm not
should
gonna look at it
be
now, but yeah.
improved lightning bolt should be like fire and ice is right here. I don't
Who
why
knows?
you so far down. Okay, nature swiftness. That's a lot of text. Okay, let's go.
All
Instant
right.
1 minute cooldown. Your next healing or damaging
Ooh.
nature spell is instant cast and costs no mana. Free. Love free. Modified power cost, negative 100. Modified time cost. Oh, and those are just the spells that it affects.
Wow.
Okay, it affects chain lightning, chain heal, downpour, earthquake, elemental blast, healing surge, healing wave, lightning bolt, stormkeeper, wellspring. Ooh, they're different because this one doesn't say stormkeeper 3 times in a row. There's an extra
Yeah.
one in the time.
Three modifiers probably. All right. Next one.
Yeah, that's weird. Oh, healing rain is affected by the time. Over 1 thunderstorm. What? Why is this not under the lightning? Ah. Okay, let's keep going.
This is gonna be fun for enhancement.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun for enhancement. Like, I really, really am leaning towards they need to move this over here and then move a bunch of this stuff over this way. But we'll see. Maybe they're trying to keep the defensive stuff away from the healing stuff. In which case,
Wait, no. Yeah, because it's part of that slide again. The slide's going down that way, so it's part of the chain. So who knows? We'll see.
yeah, I do like the way that there's a slide all over here, so you can get to this stuff. And like, but it just, why?
Well, like I said, we'll see when we look over there. But yeah.
What do we got
So
next? We got lightning lasso. Ooh,
or
choose one or thunderstruck. So let's see here. Lightning lasso, 20-yard range, instant, 45-second cooldown. Grips the target and lightning, stunning and delivering 700% spell damage, nature damage over 5 seconds. While the target is isolated, can move while channeling. Good to know. Good to know. That's gonna be kind of cool to use. It's gonna look cool. If it were like, I'm just imagining like a fucking cowboy
yeah,
lasso.
that was an honor talent for shamans and challenges.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've used it in RBGs.
Oh, for sure. I haven't played a shaman in Shadowlands.
It's awesome, but you're also there for an opening. You get opened, so
Mm-hmm.
like when you use it on someone, the next person can open you really easily because you can't use it on any other abilities.
Thunderstruck.
Yeah.
Thunderstorm knocks enemies up instead of away. Ooh.
Not enemies up. Ooh.
Yeah.
Reduces cooldown by 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Reduces
would be a good. Yeah,
cooldown.
that would be a good.
That
I
is
wonder how
that is
far.
interesting.
How
I'm not
far up
sure
though?
how it compares to the lightning lasso though.
Yeah, I mean, how far up? We'll see. If it's
Like,
if it's comparable to the first time that Supernova came out for arcane mages, then that's pretty high. Because I remember when Supernova first came out, they got knocked up like 10 yards in the air. I was like, what the hell?
I feel like this should be. I feel like lightning lasso should be. I feel like thunderstruck should be just a regular talent, and I feel like we should get a choice on the next tier between lightning lasso and something else. Like the shaman is pulling the thunder down in the thunderstorm, and then using it somehow. So like either as a lasso or just like a big old fucking lightning blast. I feel like that would be really cool.
All right, so now we go down the next two rows columns.
But this is really cool, the lightning lasso. I'm not sure how it stacks up against the thing it's with though. I feel like that might need some balancing or changing. And also, why is this not underneath chain lightning? Unless chain lightning over here is just gonna wow me with a bunch of fucking AoE stuff, and they're going that direction, like.
Well, I don't know, but chain lightning doesn't connect to the other one, so slide wise. So who knows?
Right. Okay.
So, we'll see.
So we got the Ancestral Shift, not Swift, but Shift, which is 2-minute defensive cooldown. Giving you a 40% damage reduction for 8 seconds. It's really good cooldown. I like it. I feel like it looks like maybe we're getting a tanky Shaman build. It's probably going to be in the enhancement tree. I'd love to see Shaman tanks.
Yeah.
Mostly because like we don't have any classes that are male that tank. And
Yeah,
like I feel like if the Invoker tanks, it's just gonna be a slap in the face of the Shamans when they gave the Druids a tank spec and cat spec a couple expansions ago. Like this would be a prime spot to show those Shamans some love and give them the the tank spec that they've always wanted to tank rag. Come on, you know. All right, so right below we got Plane Traveler or Astral Boardwalk, which is an additional 20% defense or cooldown reduction and increased duration. That's cool. That's a good that's a solid choice.
Yeah, that will be actually good.
See, this is what should be here. Down here where the lightning lasso is.
Yeah, so you can change it either to a shield wall or change it to a longer duration, like thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the fun shield. So
all right, and then we got Capacitor Totem, which is 1 minute cooldown, instant, 40-yard range, eats your.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah, you know, it sucks an attack up. I like how that's like.
Yeah. But it's now 2 seconds. It used to wait like 3 or 4 seconds.
Oh yeah, now it's it's a stunning totem now. I thought it was the one that ate the attack.
No, that was Stormbreak totem, something like that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's old one.
All right, and then I missed one. Over here we got to choose one: Thunderous Paws or Spirit Wolf. Thunderous Paws is Ghost Wolf, removes snares and increases your movement speed by an additional 25% for the first 3 seconds. May only occur once every 60 seconds. So there's a cooldown on the proc or the additional ability, so you can't just spam yourself in and out of Ghost Wolf. Hey,
yeah.
I hope we see a bunch of this in Druid.
And then we have this one.
And then we got Spirit Wolf. While transforming into Ghost Wolf, you gain 5% increased movement speed and 5% damage reduction every 1 second, stacking 4 times. Ooh, that is nice. That gets you a little bit more tanky.
Yeah, so there's your solid 20% damage reduction and movement speed. I think I had that. That was an also honor talent for shamans.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So that was a solid one. So yeah.
That feels good. That talent, like this option feels good right here under this section of the tree, because it feels really utility. Yeah. And if that's what they're going for, then I can understand it a little better. I thought they were going for defensives. Then we got Cleansing Spirit. Yeah, dispel all curse effects. Ooh, it just says curse effects.
Yep. normal dispel.
Does that mean we're going back to the different types of things and being able to spell different things? Making
I don't know, but
making individual healer classes more valuable on fights because they have curses and magic effects. And hopefully they don't make you go back to spamming your decurse button.
I don't know. But this next one coming down, we'll see.
Alright, so we got Guardian's Clutchel. When Capacitor Totem fades or is destroyed, another Capacitor Totem is automatically dropped in the same spot. Or Static Charge. Reduce the cooldown of Capacitor Totem by 5 seconds for each enemy it stuns, up to a maximum of 20-second, or reduction of 20 seconds. What was the cooldown? 1 minute, so you can get it down to 40 seconds?
I'll go with Guardians.
Yeah, the Guardian's Cudgel. That sounds way better. Because that gets you just straight up 2 of them. Then we got, going down, we got Greater Purge or Purge.
Yep.
Okay.
Purge or Purge?
Purge, 20% base mana, or Greater Purge, 20% base mana. Purge the enemy target, removing 2 beneficial magic effects. Oh, or just 1 for half the cost, and no
They should
cooldown.
work on that one though, I think.
It has no cooldown.
Greater Purge has a cooldown though.
Yeah, Greater Purge has a cooldown, does 2 at the same time. But regular Purge, you can just spam. You can get 3 effects off in 3 seconds for 30% of your mana.
Yeah,
So
and
it's better because you could get 2 for 20 and not have to wait another, let's say 10 to 13 seconds. Yeah, another 13 seconds to get off another 2. You can get 4 off in 4 globals.
Oh yeah.
And pay for it, but
yep.
Yeah, no, that needs to be fixed. Purge needs a 7-second cooldown for it to be the same.
I mean, you see the effect down from regular Purge, right? Successfully purging a target grants a stack of Maelstrom Weapon. So
Yeah.
if that also applies to Greater Purge, then yeah, that's fine. But hopefully that applies to also Greater Purge.
Yeah, like hands down, the way this is written right now, Greater Purge is garbage in almost any situation unless you have a problem spamming the button. But if you have a problem spamming the button, you kind of want those Maelstrom stacks, don't you?
Yeah. It also depends on our mana pool too, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't, because it's percentage.
Yeah, I know. But if you can generate mana fast enough with your melee swings, I'm pretty sure.
Then regular Purge is still better.
Yeah, so we'll see.
There's no situation where I would suggest Greater Purge. Unless you think you're going to get burst down before you can hit that button a second time.
Who knows? Alright.
Alright. Totemic Projection. Relocate your active totems to a specific location. Okay, that's cool. Totemic Force. Wait, I already read that one. No, I didn't. I skipped Nature's Guidance.
Nature's Guardian.
Or Guardian, yeah. When your health is brought below 35%, you instantly heal for 25% of your maximum health. This cannot occur more than once every 45 seconds.
Yeah, if this is 2 talent, it should be 40, so we'll see.
Yeah. That's a pretty good, solid survival talent. Okay, now Totemic Progression, Totemic Force. Increase the radius of your totems by 7%.
Up to 15.
Increase the duration of your Earthbind and Earth Grab totems by 5 seconds.
Up to 10.
Increase the duration of your Healing Stream, Mana Stream, Tremor, Poison Cleansing, Ancestral Protection, Earthen Wall and Wind Rush totems by 1.5 seconds.
3 seconds. Yep.
Elemental and Enhancement. Increase the radius of your totem effects by 15%. Increase the duration of Earth Blind and Grab totems by... Oh, no, that's Bind, not Blind. By 5 seconds. Increase the duration of your Healing Stream, Mana Stream, Tremor, Poison Cleansing, Wind Rush totem by 1.5 seconds. That's cool. That's a solid talent. I feel like it should be at the bottom of the row, but let's see what that is down there. Alright, Poison Cleansing Totem. Summons a totem at the target location that removes one poison effect from nearby party or raid members within 30-yard range every 1.5 seconds for 6 seconds. So it looks like shamans can remove magic beneficial effects, curses, and poisons so far. Moving on to the last talent. We got choose one, Tranquil Air Totem or Stone Skin Totem. 1 minute cooldown. Summons a totem at your feet for 20 seconds that prevents cast pushbacks and reduces the duration of all incoming interrupting effects by 50% for party members within Totemic Force 35.5, 30 yards. Oh, cool. It shows you what the Totemic Force talent increases it to. And then the other one is Stone Skin Totem. Summons a totem at your feet for 15 seconds that reduces physical damage taken by party members within X yards. That's pretty cool. I'm thinking Stone Skin is probably the better one, unless you're really good at figuring out when people are going to be interrupting.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if I'm running my my Enhancement Shaman with your mage, you're trying to get off a greater Pyroblast, I'll go Tranquil Air so that I can keep you from getting interrupted. But most of the time, I'm probably going to go Stone Skin. If I even take one of these two. But there's some good play in here. And I like the option between reduced damage taken and reduced interrupts. And maybe we're gonna see some interrupts happening in raids. That might be interesting.
Yeah, Stone Skin will be good for PvE in general, and then it'll be good for when you're facing warrior comps and all the melee comps.
Yeah, Tranquil Air seems kind of situational.
Yeah, it's all based on if you're facing casters or not.
All right, now let's look at the shooty lightning tree in these base talents. We got the chain lightning. Hurls lightning bolts. Hurls a lightning bolt at the enemy, dealing 63.5% spell damage, nature damage, and then jumping to additional enemies. Affecting 3 total targets. Only 3? Ha. Lightning crash. If chain lightning hits more than one target, each target hit by your lightning or by your chain lightning increases the damage of your next chain lightning by 20%. Chain lightning. Each target hit by chain lightning reduces the cooldown of crash lightning by 1.0 seconds. Elemental generates 4 Maelstrom per target hit. Pretty cool. Frost Shock. Ah, man. Frost Shock. Chills the target with frost, causing 36% spell damage or spell power as Frost, and reducing the target's movement speed by fucking 50% for 6 seconds. I think this is like their only Frost ability.
So far that I know, well, they had that, and I think they had Frostbrand weapon before too, but I don't know if they still have it.
I mean, they get this talent way over here, Fire and Ice.
Yeah.
And
Who
then
knows?
one Frost ability, but like I think they only have like no, they have more than one Fire ability. Let's see here. We got Maelstrom
Oh,
Weapon.
no, they did have before in Shadowlands they had that ice shot missile ability too, where it
Oh
increases frost
yeah, that's right.
300%. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll move over to this
Wait.
Maelstrom Weapon.
Yep.
Maelstrom Weapon. When you deal damage with a melee weapon, why is this here? Why is this not available from the okay, moving on. Maybe it's gonna proc me some chain or some chain lightnings, but you have a chance to gain Maelstrom Weapon, stacking up to 5 times. Each stack of Maelstrom Weapon reduce the cast time of your next damage or healing spell by 20%. Oh, okay. So you can make shit insta-cast. But like,
Increase.
increase Maelstrom Weapon, increase the damage or healing of your next spell by 0. It still doesn't make sense that this is here. It should
I think
be...
it's more.
It like I get that it's lightning based, so like it's attached to the lightning stuff, but then like the actual lightning stuff is over there by under the fire thing, like, or the fire section, I should say. But like, what the fuck? Who put this tree together? Like, you're gonna make the shamans go all over the place to get their abilities. Why are you just making it hard for them? Okay, focused insight. Casting Flame Shock reduces the mana cost of your next heal by 10% and increases its healing effectiveness by 15%. Regardless. Because it's all 15s. Okay.
Well, we are also looking at a general tree. Now we're not looking at a specific spec too.
Well, yeah, but like when you were looking at the rogue tree, everything made sense. Like you're under the sub portion, which was like topped by sap, and like all that stuff was like subby stuff, and like Shadow Step was between that and the middle one, which was for Outlaw. And then on the other side of that, you had the poison stuff, which was obviously for assassination. But here they got like everything going all diagonal and just wherever, like, and you got this utility tree that has like some utility stuff, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna put the other utility stuff over here, and we're not gonna like make it make any sense, like elementally or thematically, like at all. This tree doesn't make any sense. I'm very disappointed in this tree specifically out of all the trees we've looked at so far.
I don't know. We just gotta look at the
I
rest and
mean,
see.
but
But
then again, this tree just came out, so like,
yeah,
I'm not. We'll keep going. We're not even done yet.
I don't know. Keep going.
We got Hex in, not in the utility part of the tree, but in the full lightning part of the tree. Transformed, and I don't even know why this is here. It should be in the like this. This should be here, where Thunderstorm is.
Well, I see why this is here though.
What does it have to do with lightning?
It has nothing to do with lining. It has to do with the fact that it's lining up with the two specs.
No, because there's this gap here between it. Like, there are a lot of talents in this tree too. Like, I haven't counted them yet, but I think there might be more than there are in the other trees. Anyway, moving over to the other side, because we know what Hex does. Well, we'll look at the Enfeeblement below it and Voodoo Master, which affect Hex. And only Hex, it looks like. Yeah. So Enfeeblement, when Hex ends, the target is slowed by 70% for 4 seconds. And the other one, Voodoo Master, reduces the cooldown of your Hex spell by 10 seconds to 20 seconds. Well, so Voodoo Master is going to be super helpful in PvP. I mean, both of these are really going to be helpful in PvP.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Enfeeblement for now and see.
Yeah, I think Enfeeblement's going to be better though.
Because if they dispel the hex, then they can still be slowed afterwards.
Yeah, they still get slowed. So Enfeeblement's going to see a lot of play, I think, in Arena.
For sure.
And I think Voodoo Master we're going to see in regular Battlegrounds. We're probably going to see a combo of the two in Dungeons. Yeah. If they even take the upgraded version in Dungeons. They might just take the 1 point into Hex for the CC and call it good.
Yeah, I mean,
But I
they
mean,
also
Enfeeblement would be nice if like you hex something that's far away and then it comes up and then it's slowed so the tank has a little time to grab it.
Yeah, I also just now realized that hex is now 30 seconds regardless, so that's actually 20-second hex if you go back that 10-second cooldown.
Yeah.
Because it used to be 45 seconds, now it's 30.
But it lasts a minute, so like you don't really need to be able. You can cast 3 hexes in the duration of a single hex.
Yeah, just
so like in PvE, you're not really gonna need it that much. I would say in PvE, I would definitely be going with Enfeeblement because like if I remember correctly, Hex and the other polymorphs really piss off the mobs. So that'll slow them down on their ascent to get to you.
Yep.
But this might be not a wasted point, but it's definitely an optional point. If you're trying to min-max. Alright, on the other side here we got Furry Fury. Increase your attack speed by 15% for the next 3 melee swings after dealing critical strike with your spell abilities. Alright. So that's pretty cool. I like that they got this melee stuff in here. Nature's Fury. Increase critical strike chance of your nature spells by 2%.
Of the 4.
And then we've got Winds of Akir. Increase your movement speed of Ghost Wolf by 5%.
Ooh. What does Ghost Wolf start with? I wonder.
I don't know. When you have 3 or more totems active, your movement speed is increased by 7%. I like to move fast, so I like this talent.
Holy shit, and it's up to 15 as well.
Oh, it goes up to 15? That is dope.
With 2 talents, yeah.
Ancient Octalisman. Reincarnation. When Reincarnation is off cooldown, your maximum health is increased by 10% while you're at full health. Reincarnation's cooldown. Reincarnation's cools down 75% faster. That's really tanky. But it doesn't make sense where this talent is based on the ones it's attached to. It's literally attached to a critical strike talent. This feels like it belongs attached to the astral defense and elemental warding that we were looking at earlier with the leech and avoidance and the all defense, like, and astral swiftness. Like, I feel like this belongs towards the middle of the tree. Like, I'm finding stuff here that we could, like, that shit you could swap for fucking Thunderstorm. Alright, moving down, we get choose one between Gust of Wind and Spirit Walk. Gust of Wind has a 20-second cooldown, and a gust of wind hurls you forward. Spirit Walk. As
Leap.
it's like a leap. That's kind of cool. Wonder if you get to target it or if it's going to be like
If I
um
remember right, I had it last time.
disengage and just push you back, or like
Yeah,
not disengage.
it just
Oh yeah, disengage pushes you back the way this works, but like blink,
yeah it just pushes you forward. It doesn't push you back.
yeah, kind of like a blink.
It works like disengage, just back and forward.
Yeah, forward disengage or blink. Um,
Yeah.
remove all your movement and pairing effects and increase your movement speed by 60%
Yep. So we got that
for
back
8
too.
seconds. So Spirit Walk gives you sprint.
Yep.
Although I think sprint's a little longer. I think sprint's 12 seconds.
Um. Yeah. It was.
Surging
Oh yeah.
shields. Talents. Okay, there are 3 versions for each. We'll start with Elemental. Elemental increases the damage dealt by lightning shield by 50% and causes it to generate 2 additional maelstroms when triggered. Increase the healing done by earth shield by 25%. Enhancement increases the damage dealt by lightning shield by 50% and increases an additional 25% chance to trigger Maelstrom Weapon when triggered. Increases the healing done by earth shield by 25%. Restoration increases the damage dealt by lightning shield by 50%, increases the healing by earth shield by 25%, and increases the amount of mana recovered when water shield is triggered by 25%. So this talent over here, Elemental Orbit, is going to be dope for healers because you're going to be able to have earth shield and water shield on yourself
Mm-hmm.
and still be able and then be able to, and in addition be able to put earth shield on the tank, which is
Yep.
going to be really good. And then you're going to want to move all the way over here to get these bonuses, which is lame, but at least this is between the support stuff tree and the lightning tree and is themed lightning. Good job on the placement. Also, it's so powerful. I agree with its placement being so far over here
Yep.
so that Resto has a hard time getting to it because those are some big Resto buffs.
Yep. That's kind of how they're trying to put all the shit around. They're separating it, but they're trying to keep it separate from other good talents together.
Yeah, I get it, but like,
And with all the good talents around and all the synergies together, it's kind of hard to do that.
yeah, we'll see how my Shaman goes for his Lightning King build.
Yeah, with the helmet.
Boom, with all the lightning procs. Reduce the cooldown
All
of
right.
Spirit Walk by 7.5 seconds. Reduce the cooldown of Gust of Wind by 2.5 seconds.
So it should be 15.5, but it doesn't show right now.
Yeah. Call of Elements. Resets the cooldown of your most recently used totem with the base cooldown shorter than 3 minutes.
3 minutes. So yeah.
Yeah. And then choose one. Creation
Creation.
Core or Improved Call of Elements. Creation Core. Call of Elements affects an additional totem. Improved Call of Elements. Reduce the cooldown. Reduce the cooldown of Call of Elements by 60 seconds. Call of Elements has a 3-minute cooldown. So that reduces it by a third to 2 minutes, which is pretty dope. Makes it line up with a bunch of the other Shaman 2-minute cooldowns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I'm gonna review the thing, which I probably should have waited till the end to talk about, like where the stuff placement is. I feel
Yeah.
like Improved Lightning, Thunderstorm, and Lightning Lasso should be under Chain Lightning. I feel like Creation Core and Call of Elements should be under Ancestral Shift, I feel like this melee stuff should be between Ancestral Shift and the Lightning Tree. Or possibly drop Lava Burst or Ancestral, or add in another ability altogether and give Shamans an additional spec, I think would be the best way to go, and give them a solid melee option.
Yeah, I mean, for Resto, they have their pretty much a good choice all around, but
Like, I feel like Lava Burst would be the good option for the melee shaman to start around, but you can't pick the, like, I mean, you can pick it. There's no reason not to. Oh, wait, I'm in the elemental tree and it says I have to pick both of the, it gives me both of these.
yeah, when I'm in Resto, you can pick yeah, it gives you
What
Chain
about
Heal and Lava.
enhancement? Oh, never mind.
What doesn't have to give?
If you look at
Oh,
enhancement, it auto gives you chain lightning and maelstrom weapon.
yeah.
So my complaints are kind of null and void, but you wouldn't have to do that if you just swapped the way the tree works and let them get it
Yeah.
from Ancestral Shift.
Yeah, I was doing it from the Resto side, so yeah.
And like they're like, ugh. What about Resto? Oh, Resto gets Lava Burst?
Yep.
You'd think they'd give Resto Ancestral Shift and Chain Heal.
Nah, because they always had a Lava Burst too at the start too.
Well, I mean, like Lava Burst is like a core ability in all of the builds.
I don't think no. They Enhancements never had Lava Burst in the beginning.
Oh, really?
But yeah,
I haven't
they
played
had it.
Enhancement in years.
Yeah, it's I
Mostly
played
Ellie.
Shaman for a bit too. I played at least 4 or 5 years of Enhancement or of Shamans. So
Yeah, no, I played Resto and I played Elemental, but I haven't really played Enhancement. And I do really hope they come out of left field and they give us, like, maybe not at launch, maybe in a patch. Like, they could totally set a storyline up for the shamans to go and find, like, their armor especially looks really, really defensive. And with the dragons and whatnot, I feel like they could give them another spec.
yeah,
I'd really be
yeah,
excited to see if they could give every class an extra spec except the Dirty Druids, and the Demon
yeah,
Hunters, and the Death Knights and the other hero classes. The only reason I say Druids don't get one is because they already have
yeah,
4.
yep,
But like I mean, not maybe not all the classes, but like I feel like some of the classes could pick up a second spec or a new spec from an expansion. Like with the crossover with Deathwing and the his tie into the earth and the shamans having like some earth abilities but not all of them, I feel like I'd love to see an earth-based shaman spec.
yeah,
Although looking at the elemental tree right now, I think we might, like, just looking at the tooltips, I think that might be an earth-based spec. It looks like it's a lot of fire and a lot of earth. I'm seeing some lightning
yep,
icons too.
yep. Whichever one you want to start with on the next vid, or continuing on this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna keep going through these specs. How long was this video been? It's been a long one. 50 minutes. Alrighty. So it took us 50 minutes to go through the base talents. I don't think it's gonna take us as long to get through the other trees. It looks like there aren't as many talents. Holy shit, the resto has some talents. Yeah, shamans are gonna take a minute. We're probably gonna take 2 days for these guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna take a break here for like 10-15 minutes, then we'll come back and we'll hit up this Ellie tree. And then I can be sad because it doesn't look like I'm gonna get to be the Lightning King anymore.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Catch you in a few.